Welcome to Aljazari channel. In this video, I explain how to draw three views of the shown component. The three required views are the front view, the top view, and the left side view. The front view has a dimension of 40 millimeter and height of 60 millimeter. 60 as a result of addition of 40 plus 20. While the top view has a dimension of 40 and 20. The left side has a dimension of 20 and 60. So in my sketchbook, I will draw three rectangles with this dimension to draw the three views inside them. So these are the three rectangles where I will draw the three views of the given component. The front view will be here, 40 millimeter by 60 millimeter. Top view 40 millimeter by 20 millimeter. The side view, left side, 20 millimeter, 60 millimeter. This arrangement is according to the first angle projection arrangement. Let us start drawing the required views using this 3D model. The front view, as I told you, is to look to the part from this direction, means to this direction, or to look to the part like this. Of course, our side should be perpendicular to the surface, so we will see this shape. So let us start from this corner. So this edge is represented by the right border of the front view, while this edge is represented by the bottom border of the front view. So we have here this line starting from this point and end at this point. So where is the start and where is the end? To know this, we have to go to the drawing. So this is the line. We need to know its start and its end. Its start is in the right border of the front view at a height of 20 millimeter. And from this point, we go left by 20 millimeter. Why 20 millimeter? The total length is 40 millimeter and the length of this part is 20 millimeter. So 40 minus 20 equal 20. So this length is 20 millimeter. Here, from the bottom right corner, I will go up 20 millimeter, 10, 20 millimeter, and from this point I will draw a line, horizontal line, with a length of 20 millimeter. So this is the line we need to draw. After drawing this line, we have another edge here. So from the end of the line that we just draw, go up till the end of the view. In the drawing, from the end of the line that we just drew, I will go up with a vertical line till the end of the front view. After that, from the left side, so this edge represents the left border of the front view. So we have here two surfaces. This surface and this surface will be represented by two lines with this height, these two lines, okay, and between them there is space. And from this point we have to draw a horizontal line with a certain length, and from this point the same, another horizontal line, then connect these 2 points. So what are the dimensions of these 2 points? To know the dimensions of these lines, the 2 lines to the left has a length of 10 millimeters. And this depth is 10 millimeter as well. For the details on the left, we have 2 lines. One from this top left corner, go down by 10 millimeter. Then draw a line to the right with length of 10 millimeters as well. Then from the lower left corner, go up 10 millimeters. Then draw another line 10 millimeter. Then connect these 2 points together with a line like this. Let us look to the part again. So we draw this line, this one is already there, but we draw this one, and this one. So we have a space here and another space here. This means that we have some extra lines on the drawing that we need to erase. This line segment and this line segment, this one as well, needs to be erased. Now the front view, this view is finished after erasing the extra lines. Next is to make the top view of this part. The top view is to look vertically to the part perpendicular to this surface and this surface. So what we see is a square here and another square to the right of it. Actually, they have the same dimension as we will check on the drawing, but because this one is closer to the camera, it is shown like this. It's shown as a bigger square than this, and this edge is shown to be lower than this edge, but actually they are the same. As here, these edges, they have the same size, this surface, so they have the same. If I move it up like this, so from this side, it is the same as well. To check the dimension again, this is two squares, 20 millimeter with 20 millimeter side length, and we will check this on the drawing. The square to the left has a side length of 20, this dimension is 20, and this dimension, this width is 20 as well. So it is a square, 20 millimeter side length. The other one, the width is the same, 20 millimeter, and this length, as we said at the beginning in the front view, it is 20. Why 20 again? This is 40 and this is 20, so the difference is 20. So the top view consists of two squares with side length 20, or simply to divide the rectangle that we draw on the drawing sheet, its dimension is 40 by 20, to divide it into two squares. This rectangle, we have to divide it into two squares, like this, drawing at the middle vertical line, and of course this vertical line should be aligned with this one. In the top view, we look to the part from this direction, so we draw these two squares. But what about this surface? This surface is hidden by this surface. We cannot see it, but it exists. So we have to represent it in the top view by dashed line. As I did in front view, this distance is 10 millimeter. So in the top view from the left, I will measure 10 millimeter and make a dashed line here, or aligned with this line from the front view. The hidden surface is represented by this line in the front view. Aligned with this line, I will draw dashed line here in the top view representing this hidden surface. So now I finished the top view. After finishing the front and top view, let us now make the left side view. The left side view is to look to the part from this direction, like this. Our side should be perpendicular to this surface, all vertical surface. So what we see three rectangles, two similar, one at the top and one at the bottom, with the full width of the side view, which is 20 millimeter. Their height, we will check it on the drawing. And at the middle, the remaining of the view, or this big rectangle. In the drawing, these are the two small rectangles at the top and at the bottom. Length is 20 millimeter, which is the width of the part, and width, which is this height, is 10 millimeter. Actually, this dimension we can get it from the views that we have drawn. These two rectangles, the above and the bottom one, are represented here by these two lines. So aligned with this point, just draw a horizontal line like this. And aligned with this point, draw another horizontal line like this. So we draw now two rectangles, 20 millimeter by 10 millimeter, 20 millimeter by 10 millimeter, and the resultant rectangle completing the view. Check the model. So it seems that we finished, but actually there is something missing. If we rotate the part 180 degrees, we will see this surface. This surface is hidden, but also it is hidden, we should represent it in our drawing. Hidden surface are represented by dash line, as you learned it at the beginning of the engineering drawing course. We have different type of lines, continuous lines that we use to represent apparent surfaces, and the dashed line is used to represent the hidden line. So at this part, we have to draw a straight line, horizontal line, dashed line. It is not necessary to go to the drawing to know the dimension. The dashed line should be aligned with this surface. So aligned with this line or with this point, I will draw a horizontal dashed line like this. Now I completed the three views of this part. Hopefully you understand this practice and you can do it by yourself now. In next video I will solve more practices, so keep following us and subscribe to Aljazari channel if you didn't do yet. Like this video, give any comment. If you have any question or any queries, give any comment, share it with your colleagues, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.